Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to be covering HEX and the idea that now we wait. We wait for this consolidation period to break, as well as we wait for the launch of PulseChain, which I'd consider to be a positive externality for the price of HEX in the short and medium and long term. So leave a thumbs up if you like this kind of technical and quantitative analysis on the HEX price. Be subscribed, and let's go ahead and get right into this. It looks like we could be seeing a PulseChain launch for the sacrifice phase coming in literally within the next 7 days. So by now, if you're not ready, you should probably get ready in terms of move the funds you need to move, get MetaMask on your machine if you haven't already, and then just wait for the official announcement, which will be you'll be able to confirm across multiple platforms, a few of those being Richard's Twitter, right, his YouTube, and the Telegram groups. So make sure you're in the correct ones. The official PulseChain Telegram chat has around 23.2 thousand members. So make sure you're in the right groups. Make sure you're following the right accounts. And also PulseChain.com will probably be the actual front end for this DApp, right? The Sacrifice Decentralized Application. So SacDApp will be on PulseChain.com. Make sure you confirm across multiple sources, and only once you're actually certain that it's the legitimate thing, then only then make your move. All right. So with that said, now we wait. We wait for that, as well as for what we consider to be significant levels to start coming into effect, more so than they already are. Which, if you look at this parallel channel that we've been looking at on the channel for, I don't know, a week or so, it's definitely been a minute, and we've covered the significance of it. I won't go over exactly every resistance and support point like I have on previous videos, but more or less you can see that we've held resistance and support on different multiple occasions, where again, resistance, support, and so on. So this channel has been significant ever since November 19th of 2020, which was a significant day for HEX in terms of its supply dynamics. From here on out, hyperinflation is more or less over, and it's just a steady maximum 3.69% of inflation on circulating supply, because that's on the entire supply, including both staked and unstaked. Not to confuse you, right? But from now on, HEX is only inflating a maximum of 3.69% per year, but it will actually be much less for the first multiple years, because people are locked up for so long. So those coins don't actually come back into circulation. You're effectively exporting inflation into the future. So with that said, this is an important spot to place a vertical line. I'm just going to place it because supply dynamics changed on this day. Here, let's make it a nice thick dotted line. How about that? Something like that. All right. So ever since then, and for the rest of these past, last we checked, it was 200 and something days. Let's actually check right now. It's approximately 233 days that this channel has held significance. So over half a year. It's not like this is a channel that's been forming over a few days or weeks or even months. This is literally almost half a year, or actually more than half a year, right? So longer term formations are generally more significant than shorter term formations, for if you're trying to look at the macro cycle of what's going on. So look at where we are now, man. Like we're holding support. It looks like it, and we've talked about this, that we're holding support with full candles, full bodies, right? Sure, we had wicks beneath it, but if you look at the candle bodies, they were right on top of it. And then this was a very, very bullish candle. I think I mistakenly called it a dragonfly doji. Someone corrected me that the candle itself was a little too big, so it's actually a hammer. So my bad for that. They're both bullish formations with very, very similar outcomes, right? They're both found in pre-bullish settings. So yeah, excuse that sort of slip up, but again, this candle, whatever it's called, is very bullish now. It closed, right? It actually closed, and we got a further wick to the upside. So I don't know if you can actually call this a hammer anymore or a doji, but it's still a bullish looking candle, as well as this one, right? Very bullish looking candle, holding support not only on this parallel channel, right, whose upper bound is at almost 15 cents, right? This upper bound hits 15 cents in just a few days. So just keep that in mind. But not only have we found support on this channel, but we've also found support on our 20-day, 21-day EMA ribbon. Okay? 20-day MA, 21-day EMA. And we've talked about how we had these fake outs over here where if you look just strictly at the purple curve, we didn't close beneath it, right? We had this nice long wick to the downside, even the candle breaking through it, but not fully closing beneath it. And then from then, it's been the best time to buy HEX for the past, 40, 50 something days. So significant in that sense. We've also talked about how this ribbon has held significance in the sense that it's been support once it's held. And once it's broken beneath, we generally see a great accumulation zone, right? We've seen this on multiple occasions. Let's just draw it out for you guys a little bit. Let's get rid of these. Down here, great accumulation zone. Down here, great accumulation zone. Even this fake out right here, great accumulation. Right here was literally a local bottom for a minute where we had these candles break beneath it, another shorter region like this, and so on. And we're holding super nicely as support, so nicely. So yeah, I mean, we'll continue seeing what plays out from here. But remember, I generally analyze charts in a way that I say if we have convergence of support, meaning support from different levels, different models, right, converging in terms of finding support, a convergence of support is a phenomenal thing. We were talking about it so much back, where was it? I think it was back over here where we had our exponential support and our horizontal support. Well, now we have moving average support and parallel channel support. And so I think it's strong, and I do think we could see a bounce into these, not bounce, but rather a continued rally into these upper levels. So I'll continue to keep you updated on that as it plays out real time, but things look good. Things look very good, in my opinion. Not financial advice, just generic disclaimer for the video, but I think things look pretty damn bullish and ready to just explode. So here's another chart that I wanted to take a look at. We drew this a long time ago, this bull flag, and lo and behold, we broke above it, held it at support. I think I made a video called Thrusters Engaged around here or so, and I think it was an appropriate title for that video. Now, this is something a little interesting. I don't know if I've ever actually touched on it here on the channel, but we're looking here at a kind of the same MA-EMA ribbon, but from a slightly different angle, right? Same MA-EMA ribbon, the exact same ribbon, just pulling it up on a different chart. And these white dots, you might be asking what they are, is simply where these moving averages cross. Because these moving averages attempt to give very similar data, right? One's a 20-day MA, the other's a 21-day EMA. You're probably tired of hearing me say that, but they're very close in terms of the length that they're using for their moving average. The main difference being how it's calculated. The MA is just a simple, uniform average, just a normal average, whereas your EMA is actually a weighted average, which more heavily weights and gives more significance to recent data. So it'll react faster when you see a really explosive move on any given day, or over the course of a few days. You'll see your EMAs react way quicker, and your MAs will just take their time to average in that data. I hope that makes sense. But with that said, when we see where these cross, given the fact that they're attempting to represent the same data more or less, when they cross, it's like a short-term indicator in my opinion. I'll tell you why. Let me explain. So over here, when you have your short-term or your quick reactive purple EMA go beneath the blue curve, then it's a short-term sort of downtrend reaccumulation zone. And you saw that, right? We had our white dot. You might not be able to see it actually too well, but there's a white dot over here where it crosses. You see that? There you go. The MA's crossed, the purple one specifically beneath the blue one, and it was a great reaccumulation zone over here, right? And then once purple curve crossed above, we had a nice rally, right? A nice little rally. And you saw that repeat over here where the cross beneath gives you another great accumulation zone. And this white dots signifying a cross above is generally bullish. And you saw this again over here in April where, and it makes sense, right? Like your shorter term, I'm calling it shorter term, but your quick to react purple EMA is going to react quicker. It's just going to react quicker and it's going to cross beneath and it'll be an indicator of short-term volatility. Again, not financial advice, just pointing out what I see in the charts, all right? Use your own discretion. But we just keep seeing it. We just keep seeing it, right? This over here. I mean, could he have capitalized on these wicks? Yeah, I mean, if you know how to set limit orders. But we keep seeing this, like when we have a purple curve cross above, it's generally an indicator of a short-term rally. So we saw it over here. Again, this here has been a very nice reaccumulation zone if you've been trying to get cheap HEX, right? Assuming it's only up from here and we're going to continue this rally, then these have been great spots to reaccumulate. And you could have been skeptical along the whole way. Like you could have been skeptical here saying, well, okay, if we make new all-time highs, well, we did. Over here, well, if we make all-time highs, well, we did. And it just continues. Like, not to say it's going to continue forever, but you've heard it before. The trend is your friend. And we keep seeing this, right? We keep seeing this where our purple curve is crossed above our blue curve 2 days ago. It crossed 2 days ago, finding support with a beautiful wick down identically to the purple curve. And I'm just seeing convergence of support, convergence of bullish signals everywhere, everywhere. It's just hard to see anything. Like, a lot of people said that this was the top, and I'm becoming more skeptical every day. I'm becoming more skeptical every day. I think the chances are decreasing the more we see this sort of strength where, sure, you have people trying to sell down the price, but we keep getting it just bought right back up, eaten right back up with whether they be limit orders or people market buying, but all the indicators are pointing bullish in my opinion. So just wanted to give you a classic little TA video for HEX today. Yeah, nothing too fancy, no quantitative charts today. We do that enough. No social analysis today, just your classical TA. All right, so if you enjoy this kind of HEX TA, leave a thumbs up. Be subscribed by now, most definitely. If you aren't by now, we're I think at 3,100, so let's just keep blasting through these subs. You guys are awesome. Best crypto community out there, hands down. Best crypto. I'm so stoked that I make videos and that I started making videos of something I believed in, because I still do. And look at that, time has proven us to be just on a different level than most of crypto. So check out the website, LookIntoHex.com, if you haven't by now. It's the best quantitative charts on HEX in the world for free. Check them out, LookIntoHex.com. Appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Can't wait for PulseChain to launch. It's gonna be something special, and I'll have my work cut out for me here in terms of content. So again, appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next vid. Peace.